Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the brand new final rubber through tour. I'm going to go over the obtainment, and I'm also going to show you the best damage in the game. So before I start, I'd like to quickly mention that on the AOPG Discord server in the announcements channel, they have added a community feedback form. Kindly ask that you guys fill it out. All you have to do is say what you like about the game, what you don't like about the game, and some suggestions to improve on the current game. Don't just say add someone, add this, add that. Please go into detail about it. What don't you like about the game and how you think they can improve it. So first off, I'm going to go over to the raid. Now the raid is in second C and it is on 1-0, so it's a pretty easy raid. All you really have to do is, if you have final Phoenix, just spam the M1s, or you can actually do the ERG thing where you go really close to the boss and just spam ERG. But on stream I just did M1s for Phoenix and that was more than enough. From the raid, you're going to want to get the 4 items that drop from the raid. So that is the sniper goggles, curly match, the glaring earrings, and the climate pole, and then they also drop stuff like the light v3 scroll, the world core, love fruit, vampire fruit, dragon scroll, conqueror mastery, ancient hacky frags and gems. So it drops a bunch of stuff and the raid isn't really that difficult. So like I said, the raid is on 1-0, so we're just going to quickly teleport over there. If you're wondering what it's called now, it's called Flower Kingdom. So if we look on here, Flower Kingdom, and the raid is over here. There's the raid. So this is called the final straw hat raid or something like that. Basically, it is a 3-wave raid where the first 2 waves are on the top of the 1-0 roof or the 1-0 building, and then the 3rd wave, my bad, is on the lower part, and then the floor disappears. So I'm going to go in and show you how to actually do this. Pretty easy, like I said. You don't really need to do this for very long. It took me about 25 minutes to get all the items if you're really lucky. If you're quite unlucky though, it might take you longer. Okay, so here we are in the raid. As you can see, it's like this 1-0 building, and the first wave is pretty easy. Second one is 3 NPCs, and then for the last one it's actually the final Luffy or whatever you want to call him. So for this I'm going to be using this build, which is just Toji, Ultimate Cyborg, Start Guns mode, which doesn't give global buffs, but you know, nice gun mode to look at. I'm actually going to be using the Pirate King sword because it does have Conqueror's Haki on it, so you can actually use the Conqueror's buff with this. Other people on the stream suggested just using Frog Gun because there's no global buffs. No guns really give global buff, but I'm just going to use Pirate King sword so it's all in one place. Final Rubber, of course, which doesn't have a mode, and then the red suit. So this raid is pretty easy. These guys have a decent amount of HP, but if you use stuff like Observation, then they won't really be doing a lot of damage to you. So we're just going to rush through this. I'm going to be spamming the Gatling move just because Gatling has like 0 cooldown, as you can see. But you actually can use move during the Red Rock cutscene. So as you can see, I'll use Red Rock and then I can spam my other moves and do an insane amount of damage. But I'm just going to be using the Gatling move for the simplicity of it. Then we're on the second wave, which of course it looks like to me it's just Sanji, Zoro, and Usopp. Yeah, so they're 1-0 counterparts, and they don't really do that much damage. Okay, and then once you do both of those, the floor will disappear, and this was actually meant to be like a whole animation, but I guess it caused lag. And then as you can see, we have Luffy, final Straw Hat, for the final wave, and he has 350 billion HP. This raid was actually nerfed, so before I think he had 420 billion, but now he only has, you know, 350 billion, and he does have damage reduction. But you can see now we're absolutely melting him with Final Rubber. Okay, and you can actually AFK this with Phoenix, because once you complete those waves, it will teleport you back to the first floor. I think you probably can use Rubber to AFK this, but for the people that are using Phoenix, because they don't have a lot of HP, you can't actually AFK this. So the drops from this raid will be on screen, and that's pretty much it for the raid. We're going to move on to the obtainment now, so yeah, let's go. Okay, so for the actual obtainment, you want to go into Flying Skull Island in 3rd C, and the NPC is up here. It's on this little rock formation, and it actually is the Luffy NPC. Now, it looks really goofy because for whatever reason they put him on like a ledge, so when you speak to him, he kind of like rotates, so he's standing up straight, as you can see. And then he'll ask if you want to learn Final Rubber. So for Final Rubber, you're going to want 60k gems. You're also going to want Rubber Fruit equipped. So you can't just have the item in your inventory, you actually have to eat the fruit. You're also going to need the sniper's goggles, the curly's match, glaring earrings, and climate pole. You can get all 4 of those from the raid before. And once you do that, you will actually obtain Final Rubber. So once you have it, that's pretty much it. That's all you're going to need for it. The obtainment only took me around about 40 minutes to actually obtain. And it wasn't really that difficult. So now we're going to move on to the actual showcase. So like I said, I'm going to be using the best fruit accessories in the game. So that is the Magma Hat, Phoenix Top, Rock Pants, the Lord Cape, and then I also believe gold bands. If I get that wrong, it will be on screen as always, so, you know. And this gives me 11,300 fruit. I'm also going to be using the Hero of Marines title. I know you can't see it because for some reason my name doesn't display, but if I click on spinning, Hero of Marines for 3.2 times global damage. I'm also going to be using the Toji support style. I'm really shaking up right now because it's been a while since I recorded the video. Start guns, full body haki, the Pirate King sword mode, which is the same as the Dragon Slayer mode. It's just I can use that and Conquerors at the same time. So like I said, Pirate King sword mode, and then also Conquerors mode, and then the fruit doesn't have a mode, and then the suit, which is the red one. You can also use the fruit summer suit. They give the same buffs. You just can't have both of them equipped at the same time. And then I also have this max upgraded on blacksmith. So as you can see, maxed. So here's the final damage. I will be using pinpoint, so I'll let you know when I get pinpoint damage. But yeah, here we go. So there we go. That's 1M1 with pinpoint 75 billion, but it does 6.8 billion. Then we have Red Hawk Tour, which does 17 billion. And as you can see, you can kind of spam it. 188 billion. Wait, I just killed him. Okay. 188 billion with pinpoint, and you could just spam this thing. Next, we've got Hawk Tour Gatling, which does 16 billion. Then we have Grizzly Magnum, which with pinpoint does 140 billion. And then normally it does 12.6 billion. Then we have Hawk Tour Axe, which does 9.3 billion. Then we have Rock Gatling, which does 36 billion. I'll do that again, so just so you can see. I got a pinpoint that time, of course. Okay, there we go, 36 billion. And this one has no cooldowns at all. By the time you finish it, the cooldown will actually be over, so you can just keep spamming this thing over and over and over again. There you go. And then we have the last move, which is Red Rock, which is the cutscene move. And this thing is just beautiful, especially with the start guns. And that did 200 billion with pinpoint. And usually it does, I believe, 25 billion. But of course I'm getting lucky this time. And you can spam this. Like, this thing has no cooldowns. 25 billion, there you go. So overall, 𝐭𝐚𝐠𝐬 said that this was the best in terms of damage every 4 seconds. So DPS every 4 seconds. This does the most out of, you know, Final Rubber, Final Phoenix, and Final OP. And personally, to me, it's pretty good. The one thing I don't like is that the M1s are not mouse pointer, I don't believe. So you can't aim it and actually hit where your mouse is. It's just in front of you, which is a bit weird. But yeah, that's Final Rubber. This thing looks amazing. Definitely make sure to check this out if you've not been AOPG in a while. And hopefully in the future updates they add the other modes for this. So I'm just going to quickly go over one last time. Make sure to definitely check out the community poll, community feedback poll. I will put it in the description. That is basically where you can say what you like about the game, what you don't like about the game, so they can improve on it. So if you guys, especially on mobile, if you think mobile's really laggy, make sure to let them know on the community feedback and they will fix it, hopefully. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone that's been asking, Egypt was very warm, but it was very nice, and that's why I didn't upload last week. But yeah, I will be uploading OP, and then I'll also be comparing them in another video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.